Welcome, friends. And today's story is about Curious George, who was going to go on an adventure. He wasn't in the jungle today. He was in the big city with the man in the yellow hat. George had never been to the city before. He couldn't wait to see all the exciting things it had to offer. George had his little red backpack ready. Inside was his trusty banana and a magnifying glass for exploring. He held onto the man in the yellow hat's hand tightly. They stepped out of their apartment and into the bustling city streets. George was amazed by a street performer juggling. The smell of hot dogs made his tummy rumble. They decided to grab a snack before continuing their adventure. The city was a whirlwind of sights and sounds. Taxis honked, people chatted, and music drifted from shops. George gazed up at the towering buildings. They seemed to touch the sky. He saw colorful balloons tied to a vendor's cart. They were so bright and cheerful. George's eyes followed them, his tail wagging with delight. George wandered through the city, taking in all the excitement. He stopped to watch a street performer, clapping and smiling. Then he discovered a park with a beautiful fountain. George couldn't resist splashing in the water, having the time of his life. George, distracted by the balloons, let go of the man in the yellow hat's hand. He drifted closer to the colorful display. Suddenly, a gust of wind swept through the street. The balloons came loose from their string and flew into the air. George watched in dismay as the balloons floated away. Oh no, what would the vendor do? George felt a little sad that the beautiful balloons were gone. He wished he could give them back. George started looking around, hoping to find a way to retrieve the balloons. He climbed a tree, reaching out for the balloons, but they were too high. George felt disappointed as he realized he couldn't reach them. The man in the yellow hat comforted George, saying they would find another way. Together they walked away, determined to find a solution. Just then, a friendly voice startled George. "Well, hello there, little guy. What's your name?" George looked up and saw a smiling police officer. She had a shiny badge and a friendly face. "This is Curious George," the man in the yellow hat said, joining them. "He's a little curious, that's for sure." Officer Olivia chuckled. "Curious George, you say? Well, it looks like we have a case for a curious little monkey like you." Officer Olivia took George by the hand and led him to her police car. She opened the door and helped him inside. "Let's go find your friend," she said with a smile. And off they went, on a new adventure together. Officer Olivia explained that they needed to find the missing balloons. George was eager to help. Officer Olivia pointed to a trail of confetti left by the balloons. "Looks like our clue," she said. George, with his sharp eyes, led the way. He followed the confetti trail, his tail wagging with determination. They went through parks, across streets, and even down a bustling sidewalk. Suddenly, George spotted the balloons high up in the sky. Everyone cheered as the balloons were finally found. Finally, they found all the balloons. They were caught in a tree in a quiet park. Officer Olivia used her long reach to get them down. George was so happy. He learned that even though adventures can lead to unexpected detours, there's always a way to make things right. He returned the balloons to the grateful vendor, who gave George a bright red balloon as a thank you. George held his balloon tight, knowing that even in the city, a little curiosity could lead to a lot of fun and a heartwarming ending. The children and George played together, their laughter filling the air. As the sun set, they all waved goodbye, knowing they'd had a day full of joy and lessons. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.